Hello guys, myself Sidling Kalburgi. We are discussing about the lesson electricity and circuit. So last classes we have discussed about electric current and electric bulb. So what do you mean by electric current? You have studied, that is the flow of electric charges is known as electric current. So charges are nothing but the electrons. Here charges are called electrons. Next, electric bulb also we have discussed. So that bulb is a device which converts electrical energy into light energy, or else chemical energy into light energy also. So next thing we are going to discuss about the concept in this class is electric switch. So here a switch is a device which can break or connect the circuit so that the current flows through the circuit. So here what a switch is a device which can break or else connect the circuit so that the current can flow through the circuit. So I will give you the best example. When you want to switch on the fan, what you will do, you will put on the buttons in your own that on. So then what happens, so it complete the circuit, then current will flow and the fan rotates. So here what happens, when you switch on that switch, the current flows and the electrical appliances runs, right? So here switch is being used to put on the light or fan, anything that are electrical devices to put on that. So we are going to use the switch. So here I have shown the diagram also for the switch, right? Next slide. Next thing is electric torch. So here electric torch is a device which converts chemical energy into light energy. So what a electric torch is a device which converts chemical energy into light energy. So here some parts that consist of electric torch. So electric torch consists of a bulb, reflector, slide switch, electric cells and plastic casing. So here in the next slide I will show you the diagram of electric torch. So here I have shown the diagram of electric torch. See carefully. So in that electric torch there are two dry cells. So see there is a two dry cells, a switch and a lamp. So there is a switch and a lamp also there. So in this switch, pushing the switch complete the circuit. So when you slide the switch, so it complete the circuit and allows the current to flow. So what happens when you slide the switch, so the current, this allows the current to flow. So the lamp and reflectors of the torch are used to focus the light at a certain point. So here the lamp and the reflectors are used to focus the light at a certain point. So here plastic casing is an electrical insulator. So here plastic casing is used for an electrical insulator. So already what an insulator means, you will study in the next slide. I will explain you what are the insulators and conductors. So see the diagram. In that diagram, there is, in the torch, bulb is there, two dry cells are there, slide switch, plastic casing, right? Reflectors also will be there. So next thing is conductors and insulators. So here conductors are those materials which allows electric current to pass through them. So here what are conductors are those materials which allows electric current to pass through them. So we can also define the conductors like this. Conductors are those which conduct electricity, so which allows to pass through them, or else which conduct electricity. Those materials we call it as a conductors. So examples: metals, iron, copper and silver. These are the example for the conductors. Next thing is insulators. So insulators are those materials which do not allow electric current to pass through them. Again we can define insulator in the another way. So insulators are those materials which do not conduct electricity. So it means the insulators which restrict the flow of electric current. Restrict means which stop the flow of electric charges or else electric current. So here examples I have given: rubber, plastic, wood and glass. So these are the best example for the insulators: rubber, plastic, wood and glass. So next slide we have that source of electric current. So here the main source of electric current is a power station, right? From the power station electric current is transferred to our houses. So the main source of electric current is what? A power station. From that power station the electric current is transferred to the our houses, and the all the electrical appliances run on this electric current, right? So we can generate electricity from many different ways, so that I will explain you how. So almost all the power stations are situated outside the city. So almost all the power stations, whatever may be the power station that generate electricity, that are situated away from the city, right? Why? Because means if any disaster or else if any mistake happens in that power station, so that will causes the other persons those who are living in the city. That's why these power stations are situated outside the city. The electricity generated in these power stations are brought to our houses through thick wires. So you have seen the cabling of your house outside your house. So from that wire the current is taken from the power station. Next, there are many ways to generate electricity. Now only I told that there are many different ways to generate the electricity. So in these power stations, so they are thermal power station, hydroelectric power stations, windmills, solar energy or else solar cells, and ocean thermal energy. One more is there, tidal energy, etc. These are the different ways to produce electric current. So here what happens in thermal power station, whatever may be the coal that is burnt, so that heat is utilized to produce electricity. So that is the thermal power station. So in hydroelectric power station we are going to use the water. So from the water we are going to generate electricity in hydroelectric power station. Next, windmills. So from the wind speed we are going to generate mills. So from that the electricity is generated. Next, solar energy, that is whatever may be the sunlight that is converted into electrical energy by the solar cells, that is called as a solar energy. And ocean thermal energy also, tidal energy also is there. So these you will study in higher classes about more. Next slide. So here I have shown the diagram for the transmission of electricity from power station to the our houses. See the diagram that the transmission of electricity from power stations to the our houses. So in power stations, by using any of the method above I have mentioned, the electricity is generated and that electricity is transferred to the transformer. So here see, from the power station to the transformer, right? So through transformer the electricity is again transferred to the transmission cables. So from the transmission cable to the again a small transformers. So from small transformer to the electrical distribution lines, you will see the outside of your houses electrical distribution lines. So from that to the our houses, from that to the electric current reaches our houses. So this is the way that electricity is transferred from power station to the our houses. While transferring the electricity from power station to the our houses, some amount of energy is lost, or some amount of electricity is lost, right? So here transformer means, so what do you mean by transformer? Here transformer means it is the device used to transmit electricity over a longer distance. So transformer is a device which is used to transmit electricity or else electric current over a longer distance, right? Next thing, okay, next thing is electrical safety. So in that electrical safety, first thing is fuse, right? So it is one of the safety device. So fuse is the one of the safety device used for protecting the circuits due to short circuiting and overloading in the circuit. So fuse is used to what, protect the circuit due to the short circuit or else overloading. So here overloading means excess of current. Excess of current is called as overloading. So when excess of current is there, then fuse will become off, then this, it protects the circuit and it will not damages the electrical appliances. That's why fuses are used. Next thing is earthing. So earthing which minimizes the risk of electric shock. So what happens by doing earthing? So which minimizes the risk of electric shock and prevents the leakage of current. So here, if some part of electric current leakage is there, so that current is transferred to the ground by the earthing wire. Also earthing sends the excess of current to the ground, so it protects electrical appliances. Now only I told that some part of the excess of current or leakage is there, so that is transferred to the ground by the earthing wire. So it also protects the all electrical devices or else appliances. Next thing is caution sign board. So at some places, that is, it may be a power station or a TV station also, you will see that, right? You can see the danger board, right? You can see the danger board writing caution, means don't try to touch. So this is the caution. Here also I have shown the that how they have how they will show that board, like that I have shown here. So that is means don't try to touch, right? So that is the caution sign board. Next thing, so here it comes it ends the lesson of this class. So already I have given the two worksheets. I hope that you have completed those two worksheets. Here is a one more worksheet for this class, that is worksheet number 3. Here some of the questions also I have given. So first question is, what are the electrical safety measures? Now only I have explained that. So next, second one is, what are conductors and insulators? Give examples. Third question is, what is electric switch? Fourth one is electric torch with a neat diagram, explain. These are the some questions I have given in the worksheet. Complete it. Okay, I hope all of you were good. Thank you guys.